y'all, this is Stacy with the Craft Room Diaries. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm working on a double page documenting life by the moment, which double page isn't something I normally do, but it was such a special event. We had a family reunion for the first time in almost 30 years. So I knew that a single page just wouldn't be sufficient. I'm using Becky Higgins' Design F. I have a little stash of it that I stocked up on from Amazon, along with Simple Stories. I think it's number 4056, which I chose this one because it's got I have a long wide angle photo that I wanted as a focal point on the layout. And this page protector has a 4x12 slot across the top that I thought I knew would be perfect for this. So I always start a layout with the pictures that I want to include. I do print my own photos, which I love doing that because it gives me so much flexibility. And I'm going to include links about the printer I use in the descriptions below, as well as a video review that I did a while back of just the printer and why I love it so much. Since I don't do Project Life by the month, but instead document life by the moment, I don't subscribe to any kit clubs, although I love the designs of the kits, and I often even order some individual kits, but I tend to want more specific titles and sentiments rather than just general phrases. And I really enjoy making my own, not to mention it's cheaper. So I made this "Oh, What a Lovely Day" card as a title card because it was my exact thoughts about the day. But in the description below, I'll also include a link to a super quick tutorial of how I made this card. I also pulled some pattern paper from a few paper pads to just coordinate with the color scheme that I wanted on this layout. I tend to be really color specific when I'm choosing things for my layout. Is anybody else like that? Drop me a note in the comments below. I'd love to know who else out there has to have everything matching. But I had this set of stickers. I have no idea how I ended up with two of them. But I had this set of stickers it was a family reunion set that I really wanted to make sure that I used. And I thought that those colors would go really well, which is why I chose some of the pattern paper that I'm working with. I found this Project Life card that said one for the books to use as my main journaling card. And I decided to print my journaling on it since I figured if I tried to handwrite it on the card, it probably wouldn't fit. But I'll also include a quick tutorial on how to do that. It's super simple. I'll include that in the descriptions below. I enjoy being creative with the things that I use on my layouts, and I often find myself cutting apart stickers or cards to use parts of them. I cut apart the "Hello, my name is" sticker so that I could fit the names of my mom and my 6 aunts and uncles. It was so amazing that we were able to get together like this after almost 30 years, especially since I know it's rare, to have, especially at their age, for them to all be in good health. Okay. And the two oldest are 89 and 84. And my mom is the baby and she's 73. So, it was just fantastic just being able to gather everybody together like this. I also like to print out little comment or sentiment tags to put on spaces on the photos or on the cards. And I pretty much do this the same way as I print on the journaling cards. I find it quicker sometimes to do that than digging through my stash of stickers. And I also find it personalizes the layout with my thoughts and my descriptions when sometimes the generic sentiment tags and stickers just don't seem right with the moment. I mean, sometimes everything I'm documenting isn't always wonderful and great, right? It was funny a few years back, some friends and I were at a weekend scrapbooking retreat, and I don't even remember what kind of sentiment or card I was looking for through stickers and stuff, but I started realizing how many stickers and cards I had that said "best day ever." I mean, how many best days ever can one person have, right? Technically only one, right? But I suppose I made a fuss about the best day ever stuff because the next morning when I went back to the crop room, my crop space was piled up with best day ever stickers, cards, anything that said best day ever, which, by the way, I've only used once when I documented fulfilling my lifetime bucket list goal of seeing Elton John in concert. So that was the only time I ever used a best day ever sticker because, of course, when I got married and when I had children, I wasn't scrapbooking at the time. So I can use that as an excuse, right? So I cut up another card. This one said, "This is what matters most." So I thought that would be nice on this picture of the family gathering around, talking and visiting and stuff. And then I started just adding some simple hearts. I tend to use hearts a lot, especially for a little pop of color. I think this one is a little pack by Stickos that I think I picked up at Hobby Lobby. But I'll add a few of those throughout just to carry that color and that same heart theme throughout. And add a few more stickers from the Family Reunion sticker pack that I was trying to wipe out, which, I don't know, we might not have another family reunion for many, many years, and I'll probably still be hanging on to the rest of that pack, but I'm loving the way this is coming out as I just add a few more things. I ended up having to cut this family photo. It's actually my own family. I don't normally like to do that, but it worked out fine. I was able to cut it right in the middle, and it worked out perfectly that the cut went right between my mom and my sister. So it worked out fine. I add a few more little pops of color just throughout the layout and a few more little, a little heart embellishment here and there. And even though I love just the red on the Oh What a Lovely Day card that I made, I felt like it needed just a little bit of color, so I did put a little gold heart just to kind of tie it in with the same colors that I had throughout the layout. Just adding a few more hearts throughout because it was just a day that was just so near and dear to my heart. Added the date on the large picture. I always like to handwrite. I always like to make sure that I have an actual date on all of my layout. I decided to do some stapling, not so much to hold anything in place, but really just as an embellishment on some of the cards where the tags were, just to kind of make them stand out. I realized after the fact, I completely forgot that I have a little box of colored staples, which that would have been really cool, but I didn't really want to go through the trouble of trying to pull out the staples after I had stapled half of them already. So I just ran with the silver staples. They're so cute. This layout seemed to be a little more challenging to me for some reason. I think maybe because it was just so photo heavy and really wanting to capture all of the moments and the memories and just having so many little comments on it. But I really love the way it came out, and I hope you do too. Thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget to check out the mini tutorials for creating title cards and for printing on journaling cards, as well as the printer review that I've included in the descriptions below. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and share it with a scrappy friend. And if you're a new visitor to my channel, please consider subscribing. I hope you visit the Craft Room Diaries again soon, and I hope you're having a happy, scrappy day.